Hi, good morning. This is Nina Rafaela Morocco from Rafaela Soul Sessions. I am a Beyond Quantum Healing practitioner from Scotland in the UK, and I just wanted to jump on this morning and give a little shout out to all of my new subscribers. My goodness, I woke up this morning and saw all of my new, I think I've had 20 new subscribers overnight. And a lot of views on my 444 meditation and a lot of likes. So thank you so much for coming and visiting my page, and I hope you all enjoyed the meditation that put you in a nice unified state, which is what we were all needing to do yesterday. Wow, what an energy and what a night. My dreams at the moment are like some kind of military operation. I don't know about you guys, but my dreams are crazy right now. Yeah, and wow, what a beautiful day of meditation and yeah, coming together and really putting our intention into the world through a unified consciousness. What a beautiful and powerful thing to do. And I don't know about you guys, but I had a beautiful day yesterday of meditating. I really enjoyed it. So that was great fun. I wanted to come on this morning because I really wanted to, one, address all of my new subscribers and say thank you so much. And also I wanted to do an energy read that I did this morning. I felt really called after all of that lovely energy yesterday to do an energy reading this morning with my oracle cards. But for the new subscribers and for anybody who doesn't know or has kind of missed who I am and what I do, as I say, I'm a Beyond Quantum Healing practitioner, and Beyond Quantum Healing is really one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful forms of energy healing that we have on the planet right now. It is very unique. It has zero limitations. And it is an amazing way of going inward and finding your answers and your healing and understanding yourself from a much deeper and yet multidimensional level. So it's incredibly powerful work. Its roots kind of lie in QHHT. It was developed by one of Dolores Cannon's students who went on to create her own method of BQH, which really gives us the scope to take this work anywhere. And it expands it to a whole new level where we are not restricted on where we can take this to. And the work is just truly amazing. And I think it's really important right now for people to understand that, yes, we're all indoors and we're not dealing with this outside world of rushing around and we're having to deal with what is happening in our immediate space. And we're really having to sort of look at our lives and look at ourselves and figure out, how we really want to live and who we really are. And this is why this time is such a powerful time to have one of these sessions, because one, our guidance teams are itching to show us how supported we are and how loved we are. And two, this is inner work like no other, in that nobody is doing anything to you other than yourself. I am not doing anything to you. I'm not healing you on some magical level. No, I am facilitating you accessing your own inner wisdom and your own inner capacity to heal yourself, which is amazing. So this work is truly unique, and all of the practitioners I know and collaborate with and work with they're just the most wonderful, loving, caring, compassionate people that I have come across And when I say it's heart-based work, I really mean that, in that we work from the heart. We are connected with each other from the heart, and we work from the heart. There's no competition in this work. It's all about helping people move forward into the point where they're able to transition in this ascension. And whatever level of ascension that they're at, because obviously there's different levels of awakening. People are waking up at different times, at different speeds. And we are all able to understand and read that and help people get to the place that they are most comfortable with and where they need to be right now. So yeah, it's amazing work. I love being a practitioner. It's just been the most magical experience of my life to do this work, to learn this work, and to be able to give this work and show this work to others and help them on their journeys. It's really, really amazing. So right now I'm running a quarantine discount. So if you're interested in having one of these sessions, they're all online, which is a really, really amazing aspect of this work. Obviously, other modalities such as QHHT and other ones are only in person, but the lovely thing about BQH is that it's been developed so it can specifically be done online, which creates such a broad scope for us to reach so many more people, and people are allowed to work with the practitioners they really want to work with. So that's so amazing. I love it. So yes, if you are interested in having a Beyond Quantum Healing session, do give me a shout and I will let you know all about my deal, my discount, and everything else that you need to know about it. I'll put all of my information below, as I usually do. And if you know anybody who you think may need this kind of help, or maybe looking for this kind of help but doesn't really know that it's out there, send this on and let them know, because really this time is a time where people are looking for these answers within them, and this work has been designed so that they find their own answers within themselves. So essentially they're their own gurus. People spend a lot of time looking outside themselves for information, for guidance, and really what this work does is shows people how powerful they actually are, and that they're able to be their own guidance and be their own guru and be their own healer. And that is an incredibly empowering thing. That's why I always call this work spiritual activism, because really it shows us on an incredibly deep level just how powerful we actually are. I remember I had my own first session and I woke up from that thinking, one, I was blown away. Two, I was like, I want to learn how to do this. And three, I was just like, I just couldn't quite grasp and get my head out around just how powerful we actually are, and that level of power has been hidden from us for so long. And having a Beyond Quantum Healing session really, really showed me suddenly, oh my God, I have the power to not only find my own answers and understand myself from an incredibly deep level, from a multidimensional level, from from all aspects of me, all aspects of all incarnations, and from the higher self, the quantum level, that was where I could suddenly understand myself from, and that is just such a big, beautiful realization. And so I'm blabbering a bit. As you can tell, I'm quite passionate about what I do. I love it. So I wanted to do this energy read this morning. I intuitively pick all of my cards that I use in sessions. It's the same as the crystals that I use in sessions. I do a crystal grid and I pick cards. And it just comes intuitively. So 4 decks wanted to be picked this morning, so I did as I was told and picked the 4 decks. And the first card that came out was from the Secret Language of Light deck. And it was number 11, Remembrance. I don't know if you can see that very well. Probably not. Which is so beautiful because we as humanity right now are really getting to a place where we are remembering our true essence, our true power. We're remembering our connection with our heart and not just our head. We're remembering why we're here. We're remembering why we're here, what we're doing here, especially us who are in the more conscious community. We're remembering that we're in control. We're the ones that are in charge. So we're remembering ourselves from an incredibly deep level, and with the help of our guidance teams and even like our number sequences, 1111, 144, 444, all of these number sequences are showing us that we are incredibly cared for and loved and looked after. So I thought that was a lovely card to come out this morning, the remembrance of who and what we truly are. And I think this is happening on a massive scale. I think people who have just been on that work, eat, sleep treadmill have finally got this time to stop and really delve deep and remember who and what they are and why they're here, or kind of get an inkling that there's something else deeper about their lives. And this time is really showing them that is what's happening. So I love that card, Remembrance. I thought that was beautiful. The next one is from the Sacred Geometry of Relationships. And it is, probably cannot see that, it's connection. Connection with the 3 circles, which is kind of beautiful. So the frequency of connection supports our ability to find alignment and resonance with others, things, and ideas. Which is so true, because right now we are connected more than ever, even though we're isolated, so to speak, or socially distancing. I really don't like all these terms that are flying around. I think we're just protecting our health and protecting the health of the ones around us. Anyway, we are so connected right now, even though we're so distant and spending a lot of time on our own. We're connecting with ourselves. We're connecting with each other online or in many different ways, but our connectedness to ourselves, each other, and our divine aspects, our divine essence, is so much more advanced and pure right now. So, and it's also number 14, and 1s and 4s have been coming up all the time recently. I don't know about you guys, but I've been seeing a lot of 1s and 4s. So, I thought that was a really, really beautiful card to come out this morning. So the next one, and this card has come up. This is from the Work Your Light Oracle deck, which I love. This one has come up for me before. I have a post on my Facebook page. If you haven't already joined my Facebook page, go over and have a look, because I put all of my regular card readings up there. Is Lemuria. And I think it's so beautiful that card came out today. I don't know why I put my hand around it. Sorry. Creating heaven on earth. It's happening. And this card came up like a month or so ago for me, after I did a session with a beautiful friend of mine, Tina. We did a session where we were taken to Hawaii. We were taken to the land of Lemuria. And And so many beautiful things came out of this session. Dolores Cannon came through, and showed us what pure joy was like, which is essentially what Lemuria was, pure joy, living within pure joy, Eden, essentially. And we were shown that feeling as if this is what we were headed back to. And it was just the most beautiful experience to watch that unfold. And a few days later, well, I think it was maybe a week or two later, I had this dream, and it was Dolores, and she was in my ear all night, and she was going, "You're not finished with that message yet. You're not finished sharing that message." And I've been sharing messages from that session for weeks. I'd been putting out videos about different messages that were coming forward from that session because it was so powerful. And I had Dolores in my dream that night, like, "You're not finished yet." And I'm like, "All right, okay, I'll figure out what I still need to share." And I got up that morning and pulled a card. And of course, it was Lemuria. So I needed to share the message about creating heaven on earth. And I might do that just now, actually. I might read the one about Lemuria, if you can just bear with me for a second. 114 114. Let's see, because it's such a beautiful message, and yeah, I'd love to share it with you all this morning. So Lemuria is one of Earth's lost lands, where heaven really was a place on earth, a time before we were kicked out the Garden of Eden. In Lemuria, life worked in harmony. All beings were seen as equal. We were deeply reverent to Mother Earth. We knew a mosquito was no worse than us, and the sun no better. Perhaps you too believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. Perhaps we are part of the transition team who at a soul level are devoted to creating this kind of harmony on this planet now. Thank you for wanting to do this work. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the state of affairs on the planet right now, for sure. But you're being encouraged to keep holding that clear vision of the future. It's closer than you think. You may be guided to hold the frequency of Lemuria in your own community, family, workplace, or within yourself. Know that it is possible. And while at times it may feel like you're alone, you're truly not. There are hundreds of thousands who hold the codes of this ancient lost land, and even Lemuria crystals that hold the codes of remembering. Remembering was one of the cards that are beginning to rise all over the planet. Keep doing what you're doing, and remember, the only way to heal the world around us is to first heal ourselves. And it's so true. I'm always saying that. The reason why we are seeing such trauma and devastation in the world around us is because we within ourselves are so incredibly lost and broken. Once we heal ourselves, that will be what is projected onto the reality around us. I always say that. And I love how this card also talks about the remembrance. I love that, because it's remembering who and what we truly are, and realizing that that's the way we have lived and the way we can live on this planet. So I love that message. I don't know about you guys, but since doing all that meditation yesterday, and I opened up my chakra centers and my heart center, but I have just been feeling such a huge wave of love constantly. And yeah, when I pulled these cards this morning, that was definitely the feeling that I had. So yeah, that was Lemuria. I don't know where that card's gone. Yeah. And the final card was, sorry to have my back to you all, the goddess of light, which is lovely. I wanted to pull a divine feminine card because, yeah, they're really, really lovely cards and really powerful. We're all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light, which we are. And, you know, the light you see in someone else is really a reflection of the light that's within yourself. So when you see someone's light and it's so bright and beautiful, it's because so is your own. And I think it's really a time to remember that, even when we are in our deep, dark caves, you know, we are still able to shine our light onto this world through many different means. And I think that's a really powerful message. I remember I quite recently, and I've done a video about it, it's a few videos down, find my message from Mary Magdalene, where she talks about, I had an experience where Mary Magdalene came to me and came through these cards, actually, these Divine Feminine cards, and spoke to me through the cards, but spoke to me in my everyday waking life as well. She was very much guiding me that day. And I had experience where I felt her love, her, you know, pure divine love of the Magdalene. And it was incredibly powerful and overwhelming experience. I was sitting here looking at the card, looking at the write up of the cards, just tears just streaming down my face, because it was like that love was so pure and so beautiful. And I just felt so touched to have had that experience. And I know very many others have had a similar kind of Magdalene experience. But I asked in a session why I had that experience and what that was bringing to my life and what I needed to take from having that experience. And what she was showing me was that love that I felt within my heart, that love that I felt from her, is actually my own love. I am capable of giving that level of love, and that love is within me. It's not separate from me, it is me. And I think that's the same with the light. The light that we see in others is actually a reflection of the light that we have within ourselves. So I love all of these cards, the remembrance, the connection, and I think, you know, the light card has something to do with the connection that we have with each other as well. And like all of these 4 cards are just beautiful, and I just wanted to come on and share them with you this morning and say thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoy my channel. Have a look at some of my other videos. I've got lots of stuff from sessions and me talking about sessions and all sorts going on. So again, if you want to reach out and talk about having yourself a session, then do let me know. And thanks so much for being here and hanging out with me. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope everyone's feeling really positive and uplifted from that gorgeous day of meditations yesterday. And I send all of my love to you all and all of my light. And I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. So yeah, it's goodbye. Speak to you soon. Bye.